Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. Cheers and enjoy the show.
What's happening, everybody?
Hello.
Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. How you doing?
Hey, DJ. Welcome.
DJ, cheers. What's going on? Sorry, we've got a cat on a table over there behind, little off camera over there.
Keeping
That's
our friend Celine company.
do not touch the mic, the camera. I swear to God.
No.
Hey,
He's like,
he's reaching for the cable that goes to the actual camera. God damn it.
It's fine.
Space Cowboy, it's been a while, man. What's going on? Hope you're doing good.
Hey.
Cheers, everybody. Hope you're having a great Friday night. How you doing, honey?
I'm good. It's warm up here.
It's a little warm.
We got to turn the AC down earlier, so it's cranked down now.
Think of that. Damn it.
It wasn't
of
warm.
everything.
It wasn't
There's
warm in
always
here
one
earlier.
thing
Normally, you're up here later, so.
I know. It's all good. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
We're messing around with the lights tonight.
Trying some new shit.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's see what happens. I think I need a little more bright light on my face, but that's okay.
Turn that one.
No, that's me.
Turn it more towards you is what I'm saying.
It's okay. I'm not gonna get up and do it. It's all good. Coors Light, tasty. That's how I feel. I was just gonna do the big sigh of fucking Friday. A whole 4 days we had to work this week.
I know, but you have to get 5 days of work in 4 days. That's the problem.
It's legit an issue.
And
Corporate
I did.
bullshit.
It is
all
what
good.
it is. Yep.
What's it? What did he say? It has me inspired to do colors tomorrow night for it. Do it, dude. I'm telling you, man. Add something in your background. I got these lights at Walmart. 2 lights with stands for $40. Fuck it. See what happens. We used them on the Castro files. The bright light.
Yeah,
bright
did you
white.
like it?
Yeah.
That was the one
Came
I
out
wasn't
great.
at. I was too hungover to function that day.
Yeah, I used them, and I haven't posted that
sent
one.
that one out. Posted
But
that one out yet, but
I was using Peter, who works with Black Rifle and works with Jared Taylor and stuff like that. He's got some of those pro ones.
yeah, the big round ones.
Yeah, and seemed comparable.
Yeah.
I mean, for our little space in our bedroom over there,
And
it was fine.
Did you put it against the wall or where'd you put it?
I had one on a table and one on a stand. And
Okay.
it was fine.
Nice.
Because you have kind of offsetting lights. You have one that's like a big bright one, and then one that kind of sets back a little bit.
All right.
Peter's teaching me so much stuff. Thank you, Peter. All right, where can you check us out, honey?
You can check us out on all the social media spots.
Where's
so Instagram, YouTube's not really social media. Facebook.
Yeah. Alex, what's going on?
That's the social medias, but you can also check us out on Amazon and iHeartRadio and
iTunes, Spotify.
iTunes, yep.
For the audio.
Apple.
For the visually impaired, you can go out to those ones.
The audio, yeah.
For the everybody
you can
else,
only watch it on YouTube, right?
watch it on YouTube and Facebook.
Okay, Facebook.
Yep. So we stream live to YouTube. And
That's right. I
Facebook.
forgot about Facebook. He is
Absolutely.
obsessed with that camera now. He's
Yeah.
like, new
And
angle.
Aunt Celine's gonna have to tackle his ass here in a minute. Just take
That's
him
funny.
down. It's okay. Table flips. She's gonna do a whole
Hey,
Hulk Hogan
Alex,
over there.
Welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. So
So,
life advice.
okay.
I do have a life advice for tonight. Hang on one second.
Unsolicited life advice from middle-aged people.
Life advice you never knew you
Unsolicited
needed.
life advice
you
never
go.
knew you needed. Stop being nice. It's a waste of time and energy. Nice often requires false expressions of caring when you really couldn't give a shit. Just be kind. Makes sense to me.
Kind and nice are the same thing.
No, I think being kind, Jesus Christ. Can I have the day on? Do not take that fucking thing off. Give me this.
The cat was like, I'm the fuck out.
Hang on.
Greg
Just
wants you to do it again.
Unhook me. All right. We're going to go live camera. I don't even know if I can do this. We're going to try.
Well, if not, you can always
Holy
post it
shit.
later.
Is this going to work?
Hurry, she's going to sweat to death in there.
It's going to work. It's going to work. Hang on one second. It's gonna work.
Keep going. You're gonna do your flash dance again. Can you see through the nose?
Unsolicited light.
Hang on. Do it again. This is off camera. So that
Can you
would
zoom
be
in? There you go.
Celine. Don't take it off. We didn't. Nobody.
Oh, I like how she's posing sexy with it now.
Don't take it off.
Sexy unicorn.
Jesus Christ. That's what our night's going to be like.
All right.
Sexy
She's manhandling the horn.
So she's manhandling the horn.
She's like, and now I'm hot. That's fun.
I love it. Maybe from now on we have a mysterious
guest
under
the unicorn.
I'm gonna have to blanket.
I mean,
that's
gonna be hard to live up to because I don't think anyone's gonna quite have those moves like that.
Holy shit!
I think Ian should give it a try next time.
Yeah, awesome.
It's funny because we were talking about her husband is on a fishing trip and asked her to water her plants.
Neighbor number one, you mean?
Yes, neighbor number one. Water his plants while she was gone. And so she went out and didn't realize how many mosquitoes were around her until she like looked down. So then she started doing like the flash dance, you know, from the movie. And then she said she also started spraying the water all around. I was like,
you're a maniac.
Maniac. Yeah. And so she was like,
floor.
if anybody would have seen me, they would have thought I was insane. And I was like, I would have paid to see that. That would have been awesome. I love you. You're fun.
I'm definitely making a clip of that.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Thanks, guys, so much for joining us tonight. We're going to have fucking fun. We got some fun stories to talk about tonight. First one, POTUS down.
I hadn't heard about this.
So dumbass was at the Air Force Academy and he tripped on a sandbag, evidently.
Oh, shit.
Well, so, okay.
So what you're saying is he's as blind as Mick?
So, like, okay, I understand tripping.
Yes, I do it all the time.
But your dad did it, and he was 88, right? But he started around 82. Just constantly fucking.
No, I think he started more like 84.
Did he?
Yeah.
84. I mean, close enough, right? So he's at the Air Force Academy. Cadets react after Biden fell at the Air Force Academy. And somebody actually made a meme that Joe Rogan responded to that he said the internet is the greatest worst place greatest worst thing ever.
The internet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And it's because it's
lucky he didn't break a hip.
The president down and it's Joe Rogan peeking out of the corner with like a microphone. Right.
I just noticed that.
And you're like, fuck. So I have there's another video out there circulating and I heard this and I was like, I think I heard what I think I heard, and I'm fairly certain.
I think you heard what you thought you
when
heard?
he fell,
yeah,
everybody started cheering.
No, that would be horrible.
No, it literally, like, you see the people in the background.
I can't imagine that.
Okay.
That'd be so disrespectful.
Give me 1 second.
Even if you don't like him, that's disrespectful.
This is going to be I'm going to show you the video, and then I literally sent the clip to myself because I was like, what? And
TJ said, my friend's kid was one of the graduates. She said they were fighting hard
not to laugh, right?
Not to burst out laughing.
Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be
That's
the
me
audio.
every time somebody falls.
To the audio of
Listen to
this
the audio. You can't see anything. Right? It's just the dude.
Those people sound excited. They sound happy, right? They're clapping and they're like, woo!
I wonder if somebody put that in. Oh, he fell hard. He's like he didn't break a hip.
Or ooh. No, it was.
Okay, that's enough.
Right?
That's sad.
So you go.
It's disrespectful. That's horrible.
Is it?
It is.
I
mean,
respect the office of the president of the United States.
yeah.
I don't respect Joe Biden. I don't have to respect any
the
person.
position of the United States.
I respect the position.
I don't respect the person, but respecting the position is you don't clap when they eat shit. I don't know. I'm the wrong
he's
person.
80 fucking 2 years
I'm
old.
the wrong person to ask because I eat shit all the time.
No, you
so
don't.
I
When was the
trip.
last time you really fell?
I trip over shit all the
I
time,
wouldn't
and I
even
don't
laugh at
fall
you.
because you grab me. Normally, you're like, "Whoa, babe, But so when people fall, I do laugh. I can't help it.
No, that's fucking part. That's like, it's like ridiculousness culture or
Absolutely.
whatever. You know, one of those fucking.
Yeah, I still hope he's okay. He's old.
No, you just don't. You don't want your fucking president falling down and breaking a hip.
No.
At the Air Force Academy that he just got done saying, this is the most diverse group of graduates we've ever had. And that's what makes us strong. No. What about the intellect that's coming from
Yeah, it has nothing
that
to
group of
do-
people? And the
Anyway.
people that are. No.
I agree with the intellect piece.
Just saying.
We need-
POTUS down.
We need smart people, regardless
Broken
of
arrow. Oh, that's a nuclear weapon. Isn't that-
White
wasn't
House
that-
down might
White-
fit.
No.
What's the one?
Broken
Eagle
arrow
is-
was the one with fucking Christian.
well, White House down.
Yeah.
And then you have the one that had
Which one is the one? What do you call it when the president's down?
I don't know.
Fucking
Broken arrow?
That's the nuclear
Oh, I don't
things.
know. Was John Travolta in that one?
No, it was Face Off.
Oh.
Maybe it was. I think it was. And it had what's his fuck from skateboarding movie.
Christian Slater?
Slater was in Broken
For
Arrow.
some reason, that's what and
I
I think
think
the
it-
girl is like Kelly
Kelsey.
McGillis.
No.
I don't know.
Really?
I'm pulling shit out of my ass, literally, on this one.
I don't know. Just think through it, you know, and be like, are you comfortable voting for that guy
Turn down your
for the
volume that
second
you preach
time?
about all the
It's
time.
up to you. I don't know the answer. I don't know all the answers.
Do you think anybody in his own party will run against him?
No, because he's the incumbent.
That doesn't always make.
Well,
him the best
no, I think
candidate.
you have Robert F. Kennedy running, but they're not going to be doing any debates at all.
I don't get that. So he's not going to even debate the Republican candidate.
No, the Republican, the incumbent doesn't necessarily debate the Republican. So he's a Democrat. He wouldn't debate him.
I thought they debated.
No, he's the incumbent.
Okay.
So no, it's stupid. I don't understand it all. It's all good though. So again, I'm sorry that he fell.
I hope he's okay. He's old.
He is.
That
just
could knock
old.
him out for a few days.
Like bang up a
Then
knee,
they're gonna put his face on somebody else for the rest of the weekend.
and then he banged his head getting out of the helicopter. Too.
When? Today?
And then somebody, like, he was in the military. They were like, I kind of give that one to him. Like, I feel like they've gotten out of a helicopter. Like, I banged my head off.
Well, how many times have people bang their head off their car? And you've gotten in your
I've closed
car.
my finger in a car door. on
I have
accident.
not knocked
So,
on wood.
like, I mean, that one I'll give to him. Okay, we'll give him that one.
Yeah, that one I feel like is probably many people could do that
I don't know.
regardless of age.
What?
Yeah, no, that was all I had to say.
All right, good. I just wanted to share that with everybody because it's been all over the planet lately. But this story
It's been a
has
little while since
not
he's fallen.
been. No, it's been like 3 weeks.
Oh, really?
This story has
Yeah, this
not
is
been
crazy.
all over the world, and this is really giving me pause.
Oh no.
Because I'm thinking, could I be a little bit taller?
Little bit baller.
Could I be a
Did you-
baller?
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Um,
Man who surgically went from 5'5" to 6 feet tall.
feel like that's gonna cause some issues down the road.
Well, I'm like, don't your arms get out of whack? Okay, so we'll get to that in a second. Says
You-
women are suddenly all up in his DMs
Because he's taller.
because he's taller. Tall or small or anywhere in between, it's important for all of us to feel comfortable in our own skin. But some people go to more extreme lengths to get to that point. TikToker Denzel, whatever, Dynzell.
D-Y-N-
Denzel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Denzel. Says he was sick of being small. He's still small. You still have a 5'5" frame. Like
I
you're
don't think
still
that matters.
135 pounds.
I don't think that matters.
No, it does.
Okay.
Said he was sick and tired of being small and was willing to go through the painful journey to reach his desired height. The Chicago man went from 5'5" to 6 foot, says the response has been crazy, especially
all
from
new
the
pants.
women's.
He has to get all new pants.
But the problem is he still wears small, like
Well, you
little
can still
boy
get
shirts.
small waist and longer legs, just like you can get bigger waist and shorter legs. They make it for all, babe. But yours are small waist, small length. You're like a 33-30.
Yeah, Absolutely.
He's probably like a 33. No,
But I've
he's
got
probably like
thighs of a hobbit.
he's probably like a 28, 40 now. I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah. Absolutely. 27-year-old said first operation was back in December 2020.
They had to do multiple operations?
Yeah, they did. So this picture shows him the progression
Yes.
of him.
So did they
getting
tell
taller.
what they do to him? Do they
They
share?
fucking they cut your leg, insert a fucking pole, post
Why
in
would
your
you
leg.
have to do that so many times?
They bone graft it and then they redo it again. They cut your leg again.
Why wouldn't you just go straight to the 6 foot?
I don't know if it can only grow so much. I don't know.
Maybe it had to be
It's
stable
kind of like
again.
they have to put spacers in there. I have no idea how to.
I don't
Could
think
you
I
take a
would-
cadaver bone
No,
and just like mesh it around it?
probably not.
It'd be kind of cool.
I think I'd rather just be the height God gave me and
Right. So it says every day for 90 days, you turn a key
oh, so it was
on a
one
metal
side.
rod outside of your leg, which triggers the internal rod to lengthen.
So it's literally growing pains. So he did only have one surgery.
Slowly stretching the bone and
and
muscle.
the skin, because you have to stretch your skin too.
The only thing I can compare that to is like braces. When you get those rubber bands and you can feel like after you get your braces tightened
your gums just
and your
hurt so
fucking
bad.
teeth are
Well, I
coming
think
together.
gums, but your teeth.
The bone and shit. Fuck that. Second surgery was in March.
Oh, so
And
he
just
did have to
last
go-
month in May was his removal, and they pulled all the shit out. Said the whole thing cost him $85,000 or
So hold on.
$100,000.
So they put it in. They make him grow, and
They
then
cut
they.
your leg.
I guess
they
because
put-
your bone grows back around the.
I
Interesting. I don't think I'd go through that.
don't know, man.
I don't think it's that important to be tall.
Not
Just love who you are.
well. I'm like, if it gets me chicks,
Baby, you don't get chicks. You get one chick, and she's okay with your height.
sure. But if I was just a little bit taller and you had
No.
heels,
It's not worth.
I literally
$80,000.
thought about that. I was like, what if I was just a little bit taller?
It's not
than
worth
you and
$80,000.
heels?
Do you know what I could buy with
A
$80,000?
couple purses.
I could buy more than a couple purses.
What would you buy with $80,000?
Oh Lord, I don't even know. I'd have to do some research.
Anything. What do you name one thing? Sibian.
A boat.
A boat.
A boat.
But somebody's got to fucking manage that boat, and I don't have time for a goddamn broken travel trailer.
Touche, sir.
Right?
Touche. A pool.
We could do a pool.
A motherfucking
I
pool.
could manage a pool in the backyard. We
Yes,
could blast
a
that
pool.
bitch, and we could get it. We could get a
If
proper
you guys,
pool
if you don't know, that's how much it is to get a pool
in fucking
South
Texas. It's ridiculous.
When nobody has
Arizona,
pools.
30 grand.
Yeah.
Here, 80. Fuck, whatever. So anyway, I mean, I was thinking I
Interesting.
could be a little bit taller. Should I get a leg extension? We'll put it in the comments.
I don't
Right.
think you should get a leg extension.
I'm thinking maybe just like
3 inches.
6 inches. No, I'm not gonna go if it's only
6
3 inches. But that was the other thing. I was like, so if he's
You're gonna
got
be
the
6'1"?
But if he's got the arms of a 5'5" man, you still have the arms of a 5'5" man on a 6 foot
Nobody
dude.
cares. Nobody looks.
But he's like,
Your arms, unless
he
you're
literally
standing
turns into a human T-Rex. He's like this.
No,
when
he's
standing
not,
up. He's
you
like,
full.
right?
No, nobody's gonna even notice his arms because he's always gonna be doing something with his hands or sitting at a
I
table.
think everybody. No, he's gonna be like,
I've never noticed
'cause he's gonna have to
anybody.
sit this far away from everything. And he's gonna be like, can you pass me
Oh,
the
shut
right? Because his legs are.
I don't think
fucking,
I've ever paid attention to somebody's arm to leg ratio in my life.
dude. There's absolutely.
I mean, I believe that there scientifically is. I'm saying, I'm trying to think what you call it visually. That's not the word I wanted, but visually,
You've
I've
never seen somebody
never.
with like a retarded arm, and you're like,
That's totally different.
hey, we have a friend that's like that.
It's yeah. He
And
has
it's fine. I mean, he's good about it.
take my good hand. Scary movie.
You know, and you go like,
Yeah, nobody. I mean, that's different. That's a. Anyways, I don't look at people's arm to hand length. I think I'm
you know,
arm to leg length.
third leg extension. I don't know if I want to go. I think there's just pumps for those
Pop.
pumps.
Oh, pump.
Alex,
Are you talking about the one where you put over and you do the suction thingy? I don't.
or you
that's-
just hang weights off
no,
of it.
oh Lord. Okay, I'm done with that conversation.
That was Alex. I didn't,
You
fucking,
can blame Alex for
I
that
didn't bring
one.
that one up. Clearly,
Well, I hope he enjoys his new height
you know what I
after he
mean.
buys all new pants. Otherwise, they're all fucking high waters. See, his
So
white,
back in New
his white
Hampshire,
socks with black
back
shoes
in New
is
Hampshire,
very
we
popular
would call
right
those
now.
clam diggers.
No,
because you
no.
go out into the clam flats.
Yeah, but that's different. That's
and you
a
would
style.
walk through,
That's
and
a
you needed high
style.
water.
That's not a
They're kind of like capris.
capri pants, but that's a style. That's not
We
just
call them
because your
clam
pants
diggers.
you outgrew your pants. There's a difference. They're tapered at the end.
I got hand-me-downs. I outgrew all my shit. I got all my short-ass brothers.
They outgrew all their shit. You got it when they got done with it.
I guess I never outgrew it either, too. Fuck. It's all good. What's this dead nun, honey? There's a dead nun that's not decomposing. What the fuck? That is some. What is that movie? The one with the demon in it that we
Okay,
like.
that
Insomnia? No. What's it called?
Insomnia. I don't even know which one you're. There's so many movies you just described at that very
The
moment.
one with the nun.
Oh, called The Nun.
No, well, there's that, but it's like the whole series
The
of them.
Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
But
Yeah,
the movie,
yeah.
she actually has her own movie called
Was
The
it
Nun.
actually the nun?
Yeah.
That's what I imagine. Nun.
And the N is backwards on
Yeah.
it. So let me see if I can find her name real quick. So Wilhelmina Lancaster.
Okay. I was expecting to be like someone from like Colombia,
No,
like some deep mountain, horrid place.
no, it's happened in Iowa, dude.
Oh, I need to take off the 6-footer.
She lived in Iowa, so thousands of unexpected visitors flocked to a small town of Gower, Missouri. Sorry, I said Iowa, but Missouri,
Okay.
to see an exhumed nun's body that was buried 4 years ago, but showed no signs of decay, which I guess is kind of strange in itself. But is it truly a miracle? Because
Maybe she was just like
1,500 Catholics a day
maybe
now
she
come
was
to
a
this church.
super alcoholic, and she like pickled
She was
herself.
a nun. Can they be alcoholics?
Fucking my grandfather went to church every day, and he was an alcoholic.
But
as
he
shit.
wasn't a nun or a priest. He was just a
We
Catholic.
had a nun in our family.
That's right. I forget about that. Anyways,
I'm
so
trying to think through. I
people,
don't think
so one, I can't even say this name. Perfet is his first name. Said it's unbelievable. Only God.
Parfait.
Parfet.
It's definitely French. Parfait or something like that.
Not his last name is
Lamontagne.
Miak Tisindil.
Yeah, that's French as shit. Whatever it is, it's
He
probably
said it's
unrelated
unbelievable.
somehow.
Only God could do that, I believe. So people think that because they buried her, and then the nuns decided, I don't know why, they don't tell you why they decided to exhume her. And when they opened the casket, she was still totally, I mean, she looks a little bit like a
Gets up,
raisin.
Smokes a cigarette. She's like,
Right.
"Thanks, guys."
She looks a little bit like a raisin. I'll show you
Anybody
pictures
gonna
here
eat
in a
Paul
minute.
Malls?
But she, besides being a little wrinkly, she looked fine. It's enough of a sign where people can question it, but not enough where it's absolutely certain, because people have to take the leap of faith. So, but yeah, so the town of Glower has a little more than 1,500 residents total, and they were receiving
What's the name of this
1,000.
town? Glower.
Yeah, they were receiving no L Gower.
Gower.
They were receiving
find this
1,000 to
fucking place.
1,500 people a day at this little what do you call it? It's not a church, but something like that.
Gower, Missouri, right?
Yes.
Where is this fucking place? It's got to be.
But it was weird because people were letting their kids touch her. People were putting their rosaries on her.
But then again, people like kissed like the Pope's hand, like thousands.
Yeah, but
of
at least
people.
he's alive.
He isn't exactly using hand sanitizer. every
But at least
fucking
he's
time.
alive. This is a dead person. I don't know that I'd let my kid hold a dead
It's north of
stranger's
Kansas
hand.
City, Missouri.
Um,
It is just all hill country and
Yes.
holy shit.
it's a small town. So the road. What's funny is the
I think
road.
we should go there.
Convent. That's what you call it.
I think we
the-
should go there this summer on our way
No,
to Colorado.
They already. We're
Let's
not.
do it.
We're not
Can we
driving.
do this? We'll just take a detour for
We're
a
not
day.
driving. Yeah, can't do it. So she was at a convent. So the town is so small, and they had so many people coming that they literally had to like makeshift widen the road and tell people to slow down. So they think it's a miracle. Some people think it's a sign that she should be, when you make somebody a saint, what do you call it?
Sainted,
I don't know that's the word, but
Incarnate.
yes.
reincarnated.
Somebody
Made
said
a
I was
saint. I don't
overwhelmed
know
with
the
the
fucking
truth.
answer.
I don't know. There's a name for it, but I lost the video. I'll just play the video for a minute so that you guys can see.
Her saintly body. Saintess is it? That'd be
Saintly.
motherly. His Mother Teresa. You okay over there? Nope.
Yeah, I can't
Switch
find
it
the
out.
hole.
This one.
That's what's wrong. That's what he said.
Different
Can't
hole,
find the
honey.
hole.
Gotta have the right
Equipment.
Make sure you plug that bitch in tight.
It is
Put it in tight, honey. Got it?
your jaw, not mine. Sorry. Okay, so let me make this bigger. Let me make sure there's not going to come in.
Canonized. That's what DJ said. Canonized.
I don't know. I'm not Catholic. Yeah, there's an ad.
I
Give me
think
a
it
second.
is. I think it's canonized. I think you're right. I think
DJ's always right.
couldn't they just do it like, what was it? Russia's Lenin. I think he's still in a glass box. Like they basically embalmed him to the point where he doesn't decay at all. Right.
Oh, really?
And like he's in like a glass case.
Okay, turn it on now. I'll fast forward a little bit, but
I think he's the one.
this
And-
line is out the door and around the building, and I love people for their
I
faith.
swear to
but-
God, if I see a family member there, so upset. But I think
Here we go.
All right, let's see it.
So you can't hear, of course, but
It
so
doesn't
this
matter.
is the convent.
Okay.
They only normally let 500 people in a day. That's
see
normally
Mother-
no,
whatever
just
her
to
name
come
is?
to the convent and see the
Oh.
convent. 500 people a day, but because of this nun, they're getting up to 1,500 people a day now. So these are all the
Holy
people that are
mackerel.
like, "Oh my gosh, it's a miracle."
Thousands, Spock.
I want them to show her. So get through this shit.
I'm telling you, this is like
Uh,
Jesus in toast, right? Like you see
No, seriously.
Jesus on a
I'm
piece
trying
of
to figure out
toast.
how to fast forward it.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. You're
Oh.
just gonna fuck it up.
There she is.
Oh, that's her. Oh, they're actually touching her dead body.
That's what I just told you. There was one video where a kid is holding her hand, and I was like,
Yeah,
Come on, play.
that's her dead face too. Oh my God.
I didn't know that
Oh
they
my God.
buried her in her nun.
Like, those are dead hands and dead face and
But
dead.
people were like saying they were so lucky to put their rosary in her hand and ask for her blessings. I was like, she's dead. She dead. DED dead.
She didn't look like she wasn't decomposing. I just don't think they gave her enough
Well,
time.
It's been 4 years. But they did
Fuck,
have,
how-
I don't know, her hands
When was the
either
last
are
time-
shiny or they have gloves on.
Okay, wait a minute.
What?
What's the average decomposition?
I would
rate?
imagine you'd decay a little bit over 4 years. At least your nose.
She didn't exactly look
Her
like
nose-
the picture of health.
She looks.
No, she looked like a decayed person.
So what we should
you
do.
got close, didn't it, Celine? Yeah, she was like,
What I want to do is I want to look up the a 4-year decayed person and see what they look
it's
like.
probably exactly that.
Let me do that right
But
now.
nowadays, like you have boxes and shit like the mahogany and stuff like that. Like you put somebody in like a cedar chest or a cedar
'Cause it
box
keeps the bugs out or
because
something.
it keeps bugs out, right? And that shit you can put underground forever and it just that's why you use cedar chests. Keep your
I don't
all
think
your
those
good shit.
people
You
are
don't
40
get all them bugs on them.
So the science of
Good
human
God.
decay. No, she would be a little like her cheekbones and stuff. The protruding stuff
see
would.
it.
So this one is.
Well, I mean
I'm
that's
trying to get to the article. Like that's
what's that one on the top left?
this one, not 4 years.
Okay, that's just a dead person.
Yeah,
Be real careful about what we bring up here.
that's why I'm not bringing that up.
Yeah, so that doesn't say it. Let's I don't need to see all this diatribe about that. Go back to pictures.
No, we wanted to know what it looks like in 4 years. I'm not just going back to the pictures. So why do people don't?
Yeah, we need a research.
It doesn't
and
give you
development
anything
department.
like to walk through.
I don't know. Nonetheless,
So I mean, maybe
if you're out,
she
in
does
the,
look good
so
for
this is
the
thing,
average
If you're out
4-year
in
dead
the
person.
air where you've got bugs and all the stuff, but if you're embalmed and all the stuff, like your shit can probably last pretty good time.
I have no idea because
When
I've
you
never
die, we're gonna
seen.
test
I've
it.
never seen a 4-year dead person.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to be
bury you in
cremated.
the backyard.
So
I'm
you
gonna.
can't.
You don't have a choice once you're dead.
I do because people in my life will know I want to be cremated.
I'm gonna be the only person in your life.
No, you're not, loser.
Everyone else is gonna be gone. It's just gonna be me.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Sure.
Me and that dog down the stairs.
Mick?
No,
Oh.
Lucy. I'm gonna bury you with Mick because all he does, he's gonna be blind walking into shit.
Please, you love that dog.
No, he's actually gonna be dead because he's gonna walk off a fucking porch or something.
He can walk
Our
off a
dog's
porch.
going blind.
He knows you're such a girl. You're
Such
very
a
dramatic. Very dramatic.
Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke. You
Look, at
fucking-
least you're using it properly.
what do you call me, a ninny?
A ninny?
Yep.
Ninny. Yeah. There's a thing that if you blubbering ninny or something like that.
Beef prices are going up. God damn it.
Yeah.
What's with that? So, all right. Anybody buy, like we follow, of course, Drinking Bros and stuff like that. They had the meat market guy on there who travels around the country, and it's probably pretty expensive for the average person.
Yeah.
To buy, especially in bulk. You know what I mean? When certain folks can be like, yeah, I can drop
half a cow,
$300, $500, $1,500 on a half a cow, right?
It's expensive.
But one of the things that you need to think about is, do you have
well, because so just even
friends or family you could go in, halvesies on or quartersies on, and get something, right? And buy
because they're
locally.
saying that it's been going up slowly over the last couple of years because they say the drought, which we all know the nation has had a drought, right? But because of the drought, farmers can't because of the drought and supply chain. Yeah, farmers can't afford to keep as many cows as they used to. So then they're getting cows go to the slaughterhouse. They're not replenishing. Okay,
so
they have fewer cows,
those
right?
Cows, yeah.
And because of that, there's going to be like, I don't want to say a meat shortage, but less meat than there normally is. So like ground beef is going to go up 22% is what they're predicting. And that's just a lot. Ground beef.
So, yeah, I mean, that's, yeah.
And so if you, I think right now it's like price. If you buy like an inexpensive store brand, it's like $6 a pound.
Okay. So that was like $2, $3 a pound, like
a year ago. 2 years ago. But now it's like $6 a pound. I don't know what's crazy, 22% right? on $6
for
hashtag math.
For like not that great of ground beef. If you
so it's
really...
going to go up a cup. So if it was $6 and it was 10%, that would be 60 cents. So $1.20. It's a lot. It's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a couple bucks.
Right.
I mean, in spurts it won't be bad, but
no, because it never goes back down. That's
that's the problem. Right. But they do say that just prepare. So if you'd like a certain cut, I would say maybe get some extra ones right now. That big tomahawk. Oh, that's not beef though. No, that's beef. It isn't.
Tomahawk. Goddamn right, it's beef.
I thought it was,
and that's why it's $70. I bought one.
Well, now it's gonna.
No, I bought one time. We have a video out.
Now it's gonna be like $90. That's if it only goes up 22%.
It wasn't $70. It was like $120 for that one.
Whatever it is, it's gonna go up 20%.
We bought it from a local butcher.
Right.
Right, and that was
delicious.
Fucking year ago.
It fed like 4
8 months
people,
ago.
Right?
Yeah, we fed everybody on that one. Remember that big tomahawk steak
that
we did the
Travis smoked?
Yeah.
I think it fed like 4 of us.
But the idea is this: if you have a way that you can collectively buy meat, I think that's a good way to try and bring down cost because you can buy in bulk.
Yes.
Versus buying something.
But you have to have a place to put it. That's the problem.
Go find a fucking deep freezer somewhere. You know what I mean? Buy one on fucking Craigslist. That check it, make sure it works. And
we need to do that because our little freezer sucks balls. Everything that goes in it gets frostbite.
But it's we got.
What do you call that? Freezer burn? Freezer burn.
Yeah, we got a deep freezer from her dad. That
it's not a deep freezer.
It's a deep freezer. That's a deep freezer.
Well,
it's not a chest freezer. It's a standing one. Right, but still, go ahead.
So I mean, so we had the egg thing, right? And eggs are fun. Well, they're going down in like the Costco market or the what do you call it when you get it? You're the middleman when you buy it direct, I guess.
Yeah, versus
it's going
direct
down.
versus,
It's going down for them. I don't know if they're going to pass that savings along to customers.
No,
but
why
now
would
you
they?
can expect the meat to happen.
Yeah, why would they? It all comes down to the farmer whose diesel's more expensive, whose grain, whose grass,
and they can't get it, so it makes it even more expensive.
So then they're going to decrease their crops and now you have people going after like eat bugs and eat all that bullshit.
I don't eat onions. I'm not eating bugs. I don't eat tomatoes. I'm not eating bugs.
2052 comes. I'm going to shoot that dog.
I'm going to shoot you first.
I don't think you'll be alive, but I'm going to shoot one of those dogs that we have that's living downstairs.
Yeah, right.
And we're going to have chicken wings.
Wait, they're dogs.
Quote unquote chicken wings.
They don't have wings. You can't have chicken wings on something that doesn't have wings. You mean we're going to have leg quarters? We're going to have leg quarters, like, buffalo leg quarters.
I'm like, that's not hair.
Gross. Oh, you want to hear a funny thing
that's funny about that? Dog?
What's funny is I was talking to the girl that does my eyelashes today, and she's like, her boyfriend killed a rattlesnake because they live on a ranch. He killed a rattlesnake. He ate the fucking rattlesnake.
Dude, I would have done that with that rattlesnake that I killed in the backyard.
I won't eat a rattlesnake.
But it was at midnight.
Well, you could have put it in the fridge in a Ziploc. I'm just saying you could have. You just
literally
didn't wanna.
Midnight I had to kill a rattlesnake.
You just didn't wanna. So
I'll share that
let's
video at
see.
some point. It's out on my Facebook. That was before I had Instagram. Before I had the gram.
Okay.
Oh,
But yeah, so get your meat now,
Yeah.
ladies.
You've got the good stories tonight. God damn it. Florida cold cases.
Oh yeah, these are kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see that.
So
You're picking up the slack, honey. You're doing great.
thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah,
'Cause
you're welcome.
On Wednesday, it was all me. Got to do all the goddamn
all the
work.
work.
You know what we haven't done in a minute is a cheers. Cheers to everybody. Cheers. Neighbor number one. With the horny corn on.
I like that name,
The
horny
horny
corn. In St. Peter's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good point. St. Petersburg, Florida.
St. Pete.
St. Pete Police Department announced major developments Tuesday in 2 separate cold cases, including the infamous 1969 trunk lady death.
I don't know this one.
So in reopening 2 cold cases, detectives were not only able to identify the woman known as the trunk lady for the last 53 years,
Okay.
but they were also able to solve a 1997 murder of Richard Juicy Evans, bringing closure to 2 families.
Let's hear about the first one.
So I'm going to do Juicy first.
I'm going to do Juicy.
I'm going to do Juicy. Richard
Juicy's-
Evans, affectionately known as Juicy, and I feel like I can
Is
call
he a
him
pimp?
Juicy.
That's a fucking pimp name, right? It's got to be a pimp name.
He was shot in the chest and killed when he was 18 years old in
It's
1997.
not quite old enough to be a pimp.
And this is the kind of the cool thing. So you think you think that 1997 isn't that much in the dark ages, but technology wise, a lot of so in his instance, they were able to re-examine the evidence and they found a thumbprint or fingerprint missed in 1997
Fuck.
that they found and were able to identify the killer.
And I wonder if it's like the
they
killer
didn't say
ended
the
up in
name,
the
'cause
system
he's-
later on or something.
Well, I don't know. I mean, this is a thumbprint or fingerprint they found. So they didn't run anything at the time.
Oh, okay.
They had no suspects in this murder when he was shot. But so detectives were able to identify the killer, who was just 15 years old at the time of the shooting. They didn't give his name because he passed away at the age of 41 and 22. I feel like it probably was gang related.
He was 15.
He was 15. Like, who really goes around
They
shooting
just didn't want to
people?
fuck with the family at that point. You know what I mean? They didn't want to cause any
So
more
the
grief.
family, the mom, she was very grateful, but she was like, I was 65. I'm 65 years old. I was worried I was going to have to go to my grave, not knowing who. But now we have closure.
I'm sure they told the family who did it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There's not releasing. Juicy.
Juice's mother. I love how they even call his mom Juicy's mother. Catherine Clarkson and Aunt Sabrina expressed gratitude for his case being solved.
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
very grateful. It closed a lot in our hearts.
Yeah.
Justice has been served for our family. They say he was the life of the party and had over 2,000 people at his funeral. We miss him. If you'd met him, you would loved him. So, the trunk lady turns out to be a young woman named Sylvia June Atherton.
Okay.
On Halloween Day in 1969, St. Pete police were called about a black steamer trunk. Remember those old school steamer trunks? Really big. That 2 men had placed behind what was then known as the Oyster Bar on 34th Street, South Florida, or Street South. They opened the trunk to find the remains of a woman in a plastic bag, and police said that what they thought is she had been strangled with a man's Western style bolo tie. So the old school bolo ties.
Yeah.
No suspects were named, and she was buried at the time as a Jane Doe.
Okay.
Excuse me. Detective tried for years to identify the woman, even exhuming her body in 2010 in an attempt to get another DNA sample. At the time, they were unsuccessful. However, at a later date, they discovered an original sample of the victim's hair.
DNA testing.
And sent it out for testing earlier this year. And after 53 years, the trunk lady finally had a name. Sylvia June Atherton. So
that's crazy, right?
She
After
was
53 years.
They think she was from Phoenix. He said Sylvia was a mother of 5 from Tucson, Arizona, who had come to St. Pete with her second husband and 4-year-old daughter, as well as her 19-year-old daughter, her husband, and baby. She was 41 years old when she was killed.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So when did she die again? I'm sorry. Or when did they estimate she died?
No, she did die in 1969.
In 1969.
Yeah. So for 54 years or 53 years, she was considered the trunk lady.
Yeah, that's fucking gnarly, right?
It's kind of cool that they can go back. I wonder how they decide what cold cases. But this one,
I think there are absolutely cold case.
I think.
I mean, you see it on TV.
The detective. The cool thing is the detective that is there today was a brand new out of the academy police officer,
and he
just always.
Why do I feel like I've heard
ate at him that he couldn't?
Somewhere.
I guess it was
when's that story? When did they?
They just took this. This just came out.
Oh, it just came out. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like maybe I've heard another one that was similar to that or something like that.
May 30th.
Yeah. So it's just the other day.
So I think it probably helps that the detective was still around.
Yeah.
And it probably aided him that he was unable to solve it. So they were able to find out who she was and probably have a proper burial now for her remaining family. Her kids are probably they're older, but they may still be alive. So yeah. So
great.
I thought it was kind of cool because you don't hear that very often. So
hey, I agree. I thought I sent myself this other picture. I'll have to save it for the next time. Number 9 we have to save for next time because it's hilarious. I'm gonna throw and I left this one off too, so we're gonna have to save 9 and 11. But I'm gonna throw another virus. You're like I said, you're just carrying the show tonight. You're just gonna be talking the whole time.
Well, and it was funny because not funny.
So people are they're gonna try. It's scare season.
It is.
It's travel season.
It's because they haven't had something to scare us with in a while.
Scared everyone.
So doctors say this is the most important virus you've never heard of, which is bullshit. Because when I looked it up, there were articles about it from last year. So we've obviously heard of it. But it's called. Okay, so they talk about we all know that last
emotional
winter,
damage.
We all know that last year.
I'm sorry, I did the shark one.
Emotional damage.
Feel better now that you got the right button. So we all know that this past fall and winter was a heavy respiratory virus.
Was it really?
Situation. No, well, the RSV.
Was it?
COVID, flu.
Was it really?
That's what they say. I'm just going off that. So there's a little known virus that causes many of the same symptoms: a lower lung infection, hacking cough, runny nose, sore throat, and fever. Is just picking up steam. I almost said stream. Cases of let me see if I can, human metapneumovirus, HMPV. It's like pneumovirus, metapneumovirus, metapneumovirus, or HMPV. For those of us that can't say it,
you sure?
Is spiked this past spring, and according to because we all trust the CDC.
This past spring
it's still spring. It's not summer for another 3 weeks.
Bullshit. If you live in the South, it's definitely fucking summer.
No, it's only 80 degrees. When we start hitting 98, then it's
hot
summer.
As shit.
So the CDC, who we all trust immensely, said Prevention's respiratory virus surveillance system is finding a surge of this HMPV. It filled hospitals, intensive care with young children and seniors who are most vulnerable with those infections, and it peaked in mid-March. Nearly 11% tested.
Repeat what you just said.
Nearly 11% of tested specimens were positive for HMPV.
A whole 11%.
A number that's about 36% higher than the average pre-pandemic season peak of 7% tests. So I thought they just said it's there.
So it's 11%.
It went from 7 to 11.
7% higher.
No, it went from 7% to 11% previous season.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
You just read that again. Because
nearly 11% of tested specimens were positive, a number that is about 36% higher than the average pre-pandemic seasonal peak of 7. Oh, 36% of it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
So you go, it's all bullshit. It's a cold.
It is. And it's weird because my boss traveled. She went to see family in Virginia and she came back. She tested. She tested for COVID twice. It's not COVID.
Nope, stop
but
testing.
I was like, it's probably HMPV. Me throwing out big words. She's like, I'm sorry, what? I go, it's a little unknown virus.
If we go down the path of we're going to name every goddamn cold we have, it's going to be the same thing as we're going to name Winter Storm Harvey that rolled through and dropped a whole 1/4 inch of fucking snow in.
Well, it's already named, so they didn't make up a name for it.
No, they make up a name for everything.
But I just thought it was funny because I was like, they haven't
I agree.
scared, but there's no vaccination now. And there is
Why the
no
fuck do you need a vaccination?
There's no antiviral. So there's nothing to treat this. But
Good.
hasn't that been the common cold for a gazillion
No,
years?
you don't need a vaccination for everything. You don't need a antiviral for everything. That's the fucking idea about your amazing
Immune system
that gets over
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It was funny. So I went and I'm getting, we've talked about this in the past. I take testosterone shots in my ass
Yes.
weekly.
Yes.
Costs a lot of money,
Yes.
whatever. Pay for it out of pocket, do all that stuff. Makes me feel good. Probably make you feel good. Right. But don't do that over the mic.
It worked. You shut up.
But I'm switching over to pellets, which
Right.
they like implant in your ass. Every
That's
6
I've been
months.
doing for years.
Right? Yeah. So she asked, did you have the corona or the whatever the fuck
The virus.
the shot,
Yeah. What do you call it though when you get
coronavirus
no,
shot?
but you get a vaccination.
Yeah, whatever that thing. And I was like, no. I was like, no, I didn't. She's like, oh, okay.
Well, I told you that when I had my physical, like my virtual physical,
It's
he
up
was
to
like,
you
"Why
guys.
not?
Like,
Why didn't you get it?" I was like, "Because I don't need it. I just wash my hands." And he was like, "Okay, well, if you have any questions or something,
oh,
that's
that was the other
keeping-
doctor. Yeah,
something that's keeping you
that
from
was
getting
that
it,
was the
just let us
doctor
know."
at our office who was very much on board with that.
Well,
Because it's a company policy.
well, and he probably had to get it.
yeah.
Most health officials had to get it.
But I don't know about ours.
But so this thing though, I don't.
Hope you guys
I've never had
We're doing well.
avian flu.
Avian flu,
Oh no, hold on.
Bird flu?
Yeah,
bird virus. It's like
yeah.
pig virus.
They said it's very similar. Where
Shit
did it
happens.
go?
Check us out on. Check out the Castro
Wash your hands.
files.
That's what I'm gonna
Wash
say.
your hands.
Wash your hands.
Check
Use
out,
hand sanitizer.
check out the Castro files. I'll be dropping one this Sunday. Still trying to dial in exactly. I know we've done 40-ish episodes, but it's always one of those challenging ones. I dropped one on Sunday. Of course, it's a weekend it's a holiday weekend, right? So then I drop one on Tuesday, drop one in the morning, drop one in the evening. It's just trying to figure out the right time.
the prime
But I'm just
time.
gonna start sticking to, I think, like
Just pick a time, babe.
4:00 on Sundays.
Pick a time.
What do you say?
And
4:00
own it.
Sundays?
Yeah.
We're going to own 4:00 on Sunday.
There
They're
you go.
20, 30 minutes max.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw out an extra
20 minutes. I
bonus
think
one
20 minutes
this
is good.
week, which is going to be the five
There's
creepiest,
Milo.
5 scariest places you should ever live. Check that, or you should ever go to. Check that out. All right. Where are we at? All right. Teachers and I want to
No,
do
don't
this
that
one.
Which one? can't-
Democrats want the FAA
Oh.
to look into small seats. This is coming right after last week's episode of shitty airline
Yes.
flights,
Yes.
right? And I'll
Well, the guy
recap.
that opened the exit.
Well, you have the dude that opened the exit,
Yeah, the emergency exit.
right? You've got the baby shitting on the seat.
No, he didn't shit on the seat. The mom changed the diaper on the seat.
Same fucking thing on the tray table. And then you also have the lady that was going down the aisle and wanted the whole fucking plane reconfigured for her fat ass.
Hey, be nice.
I'm sorry. She weighed 500 pounds and she wanted them to literally widen the aisle.
So
Like,
I
I'm
just think it's really
sorry.
funny because
The world
these,
doesn't revolve around
two Senator Democrats with the
you.
Biden administration want the Biden administration to take another look at whether airplane seats are too cramped.
Again, the world doesn't revolve. Buy 2 or
Well,
3 or 4 seats. I don't
but
give a
is that
shit.
really something the government should
Like if they
be
have to fucking put you in a
involved
plane on a forklift,
Nobody does that. You're being very extreme.
cargo planes.
But I just like the thing that struck me the most is that they want the Biden administration to get involved. I'm like, wait, I don't pay tax dollars for you to tell an airline company you need to reconfigure your planes.
No, they're trying to maximize space. I've seen fucking configurations of where they're like looking at
Well, they're
putting
trying.
people
They're trying
like
to
over here
say-
and up here where you have a fucking stair, and they're like, we're gonna make the plane taller.
So
right?
they're trying to say the concern that they have isn't necessarily it's the seats, but it's being able for people to evacuate the plane in emergency because the seats are too small and too cramped together.
Dude.
But then they say it's been like that since like 1960.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If you go down, your chances of survival are like 10%.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
don't think bigger seats
if a plane's
are gonna
going down, it's
gonna
going the fuck down.
save you. Yeah.
Right? DJ needs to chime in on this one because I don't really know. Right? Airlines are a private industry. Consumers.
So what she says, her
decide, not
criticism
the
refers to
government.
aircraft
Them can fuck themselves.
evacuation testing the FAA conduct in 2019. The mock cabin used 60 passengers, far fewer than most commercial jets, between the ages of 18 and 60, but not include senior citizen, people with mobility, disability, and or carry-on luggage, because more people do carry-on luggage. She says, obviously, the FAA simply chose to ignore the reality of flying in America today. I mean, lady, there's bigger fish to fry in our world in America right now than the size of a plane seat.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
There's
saying.
the one
No, I
you
got
need
it.
right there.
Yeah.
But
I agree. It's one of those things that, you know, you just kind of think through. And again, it's just
and the
like,
FAA came back and said, no, we determined that the size of a seat, the findings conducted, hold on, first decide if it's okay. So the size of the seats were not an obstacle to evacuation.
so one of my things is this. All right, if you are like genetically, see, this is where it goes down to this fucking.
Don't be mean about large
I'm not going to be.
people,
all
because they're
right,
talking about senior
stop.
citizen
I'm
and
going to talk
mobility
through
issues.
this thing. Senior citizens, yes, you're old as fuck and you deserve to fly, right? I agree. And that's why they have those little narrow wheelchairs that can go down the aisle, or they get like the first row,
They get first row.
right?
They don't
Whatever
go
it
down
is.
They don't
So,
go down
and
the
you
aisle.
get off first. I don't mind waiting.
Here's the problem. If you make the seats bigger, you know what's going to happen? They're going to cost more,
No, yeah, you.
because that cost of reconfiguring those planes is going to go to the consumer.
So and then
They're going to
people
have
are
to
going to
put
get
less people
pissy.
in the plane.
Oh, and what about like gas prices and all the
It's just going
these
to make it
people
more
can
expensive.
get fucked. The other thing I was thinking
Yes.
is this. So, all right, what happens if you do all of these changes,
Right.
and then the airplane's like, people are just going to get bigger. I mean, ultimately, right?
No, hopefully not. But yeah, I mean,
I've got one of my dudes I work with. He's 6'7", 6'8",
holy
or
shit.
something like that,
No
right?
way.
Yeah, my boss's boss. He's a basketball player, right?
Wow.
Super tall,
Yeah.
tallest dude. Like Peter, our editor.
He's tall,
producer,
but he's
he's
probably
tall.
taller than him.
Oh, he's way taller, like skyrockets. Right? He gets first class anywhere he can go in
'Cause
business class because
he's
he's
too
literally
tall.
cannot fit in the fucking seat.
Right.
But he pays extra.
Right.
Right.
That's what's going to happen if all seats are bigger.
Right. So for me and my little short ass, if I get that goddamn leg
You're having
extension,
fun with Milo.
if I get that leg extension, I'm gonna have to get.
First class.
I'm gonna have to go.
You're not going to get the leg extensions. So, all right. You know
no,
what?
but okay,
you know what I
real
want to
quick.
hear? Okay.
So this is one more thing.
All right.
Adding on to the like him being 6'7"
Whatever.
or
6'5"
whatever
plus. Right.
is not a genetic. It's just like natural. When people
most
say
people aren't that
that
tall.
I am huge because of a genetic disposition, I don't believe them. Is
I'm
that
sure there's
bad?
a little bit to it, but then there's things that exacerbated that genetic
Like
disposition.
you take a thyroid medicine,
And
it's my thyroid.
I don't use that one. It's the way that I fucking eat.
Oh wait, what?
I don't try to use my
What?
thyroid as my escape.
No,
I don't use my thyroid as my
Jesus
escape. You know what I
Christ.
want to hear about though?
fucking sick of this planet.
Who
I'm
brings
drinking.
family
Cheers, honey.
feud murder trial? I want to hear about that.
You want to hear that one?
Yeah.
Hang on.
And then that's going to be our last one.
Then we'll jump into
Mhm.
the feel goods. So this family feud murder trial one's been going on for a little bit, right? I just gotta get it real quick, and I have to pee. God damn.
Lucky thing we're almost done then, huh?
I know.
Oh, do you smell the food?
No.
All of a sudden, I just got a wow.
You got a waffle of the food. It's in our system here.
Manicotti.
It was a little.
Yeah,
There it
You
is.
can have some if you want.
So Family Feud, guys, right here. There we go. We got pictures of
Oh, I
Family
gotta
Feud.
Get back to
This
my.
is kind of a fucking
YouTube.
weird story. Family Feud murder trial. Bullet casings in husband's basement match those at crime scene, testimony reveals. So the fucked up part about this, they were literally on the Family Feud with Steve Harvey,
Yeah.
like the
I know.
newest
Yeah.
one, right? Illinois police recovered dozens of spent shell casings from the basement of a former Family Feud contestant that matched those found where his estranged wife estranged wife was gunned down in her own home
Shit.
at the end of February. And this is, just recently.
Right.
Timothy Beliefneck, the dude on the left, 39, who appeared on the game show with his family, is charged with breaking into the second floor of his wife's home in Quincy, Illinois, and
So they were
shooting her
separated.
14 times.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
dude's fucking crazy. The former college
he was
football
pissed.
star and Becky Postal Blefnik.
Okay, so her
Somebody
name's
was-
Becky.
Yeah, Becky. We're going through a contested divorce and custody battle over their kids. So the catch was this, that during the actual show, like this is part of the, like they were going through the case here,
Okay.
but during the fucking show, it was something to the effect that, what's his fuck?
Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey asked, like, what's the, like he was going down, you know how they asked, like, what's one thing you regret?
Right. And,
And he
or
goes-
what's the most, yeah.
He goes, sorry, honey, it was getting married, right? Fucked
He
up.
said that on national TV?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have left his ass too.
And then like shortly thereafter, they
There
started
obviously
going
was
through
some strain already on
divorce,
the
right?
marriage. Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
If you said that to me on national TV, I'd be like, sorry, honey, punch on
I'm
national
looking for the
TV.
exact quote. I don't think it's in this article. It's not in this article. But yeah, I was like, holy shit. But she ended up,
14 times. I mean, that's a little bit of anger right there.
dude, that's,
What kind of,
did you see his fucking hair?
yeah, I noticed that too. He's got long hair. He looks like my brother, a white boy version of my brother with the long hair.
Looks like a douchebag.
Roadhouse hair.
He's gonna get rode hard and put away wet
Stop.
in prison.
All right. Do you
What-
want to
what-
know my feel good?
Yes, what's your feel good, baby?
My feel good, I love it. So,
You need the plug in.
no, not
Nope.
yet. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Woman gets to know her late father with 400 World War II letters.
I was hoping it was gonna be like bullets.
Oh, silly. So,
400 rounds.
in Iowa, a woman got to learn about her dad who died when she was a baby. So literally she was 6 months old or 6 weeks old when he went MIA.
Nice.
When her mom passed away, she was cleaning out the house and she found a sack full of letters. Judy Tosh, she was the daughter,
love feel-goods.
was
These are
born
always fun.
during World War II while her father was in England with the Army Air Corps. After his passing, she had pages of memoirs she had been able to create. He loved to fly, she said. So the cool thing was like they showed, and I don't have the picture of it, but they showed like a caption, and it was like, my dearest wife and baby.
Oh,
So I thought it was really sweet. And she never got to meet him, but she got to read these letters and find out a little bit of his like day-to-day life. Like one of the
That's awesome.
letters explained that like, so they wanted it to be a girl. They didn't even consider boy names. And so when it was a girl and he got the
they
letter
just
saying it was,
knew.
he said his letter was like, I ran around telling everyone that I
I've
had
got
a
a girl.
daughter.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And she was like, it was just really sweet. So it's kind of cool. So 400 letters from him, 200 letters from his mom.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, and here's it was mail. I mean, obviously he almost was writing her like every day.
No, there was no text messages.
Yeah.
There was no, And literally, that's how you documented your life when you were in
So
war.
yeah, so she quotes the one she loves the most, the one that he got that he knew I was born. He was very excited. He named me. He was counting on a girl, didn't even have a boy's name. He said, I ran around the barracks screaming, it's a girl, it's a girl. So that might be one of my favorite ones, is what she says.
What was her name? Does it say?
Yeah, it does. Hold on. Judy Tosh, and she's like 80 something now.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah, so I thought it was sweet. I was
And
like,
she's in her 80s, and she's still like, that's my daddy.
yeah,
That's
it was
amazing.
sweet.
Yeah, that's super sweet. Mine is this puppy, this pit bull. Greg's Feel Good, number 305. That's the actual picture. This is the picture of the puppy. Pit bull finds a new home after 4 long years at a Kentucky animal shelter. Imagine being a puppy and being in an animal shelter for
Nope.
4 years. That's why it's always one of those things. It's like we try our best to
Aw,
rescue
he's
dogs and stuff like that. A pit bull who set a record for being at a Kentucky
On the
animal
top.
shelter.
On the top TV. Can you see him?
You should be able to see.
Yeah.
Yep. a Kentucky animal shelter for as the longest puppy there is now at a home in the shelter announced. Donatello, a 5.5-year-old pit bull mix, showed up at Woodford Humane Society in Versailles on May 13th, 2019. So he was adopted Saturday, 4 years and 15 days later, the shelter said. I think it's just awesome.
It is.
It's like one of those things. It's like, I love no-kill shelters. I would love to adopt so many dogs and do all that stuff.
We're only having 2 at a time.
I know. Until I convince you that we need one more.
Not
but
gonna happen.
Donatello,
It's so much dog poop.
cheers. Right?
Yeah, congratulations,
I think
Donatello.
it's just fucking rad.
Hey, cheers to the people who took him.
Yeah, 100%. Right. So that's another thing that I always think about. Is like, at a certain point in life, I'm just going to go start rescuing all the old dogs.
You buy me some land?
You know, like the oldest dog. I'm just going to go there and I'm just going to get the...
Well, we did that with Breeze.
Yeah, I'm just going to get the oldest dog you have at your rescue. I'm like, what's
I might only have him 3 days after I adopt him.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
right?
no,
I mean, like, give him like...
And a lot of those no-kill shelters, they're really good to them. Like, they have people that come and give them love, so they still get a lot of interaction.
100%.
So. I love it, babe.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got a request real quick. I need a dance out from the horned unicorn, the horny unicorn.
The horny corn?
Better get that horny corn on. It's right in front of you. Get it going.
She's like, I'm not buzzed anymore. I finished my drink a while ago.
We're doing this. If we're going to do this, if you're going to be part of this show tonight, neighbor number 1.
Hold on. She's making it happen.
Thank you so much tonight. Thank you guys tonight for hanging out with us.
All right. She's going to send us out. Love you guys. Have a great weekend.
All right. You ready? Oh. There you go.
There you go.
We're on.
Go.
You're good. Just dance. You're right front.
Dance. She's going to take out the...
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's it. Cheers, you
Bye,
guys.
guys.